YouTuber Knights, I'm your Captain Rocket here, and I'd like to officially welcome you to the very first video of Teach Me How To Juggi. The Teach Me How To Juggi series is going to be a series where my personal vendetta against Juggernaut will be determined in terms of victory and losses by you, the fans. I'm going to be facing the Juggernaut single-handedly in the simulacrum, and we're going to be using various weapons that are recommended by you, the fans. The rules are quite simple. No sentinels, no Kubros, no pets, none of that. Only one weapon at a time. Primary, a secondary, and a melee weapon. And no offensive warframe powers at all. Like, I can use a defensive warframe. Hence why I picked Wukong. I'm not, and in fact, this Wukong right now is not even a Defy Rage Wukong, because a Defy Rage Wukong is simply immortal in this situation. So I can't do that. No. Rather, it's just a regular Wukong with some random mods that I put on it to make it seem, cooler. Might as well start off with the basics here. Right now, what we've got here, all the weapons that have been recommended to me that I'm going to be using in this match right now has been recommended by my cousin who just started Warframe. So please bear in mind, he's just new, he doesn't have a lot of mods, and he didn't even put any Forma or Orokin reactors on his weapons. A potato, basically. So, right now, right now I'm kind of talking over the video clip because of the fact that I'm still, I'm still new to this, so I'm still trying to figure out how to get things rolling around. And as you can tell, I'm obviously using the showroom, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But basically, that is pretty much gonna be it. The Juggernaut, when I fight the Juggernaut, it's gonna be in like what, 3-4 rounds maybe, and in those rounds, when I fight the Juggernaut, if the Juggernaut somehow manages to run away or die by falling off the map, which is gonna happen in this video. In fact, it's gonna happen a lot in this video, and then I have to restart 3 rounds, and then it's over. And I'm gonna basically tell you guys whether or not you can juggy to the weapon. And don't laugh at the name. It took me a long time to come up with the name. Might as well start off with the very first weapon. And now, our very first weapon over here is the Ignis. As you guys can tell, the Ignis is a flamethrower. It's basically the flamethrower of Warframe. It's a pretty decent weapon. It can be acquired from the Grenier Lab, and what you see here right now is the setup for the weapon. My cousin, like I said, he doesn't play Warframe that much, and this is basically his mod setup right here. It's not a lot. It's not the best. It's decent, to be honest with you guys. It is very decent. What he's put in is he claims that he can kill a Juggernaut with this. However, I don't know whether or not he can kill a level 3 Juggernaut. That's exactly what I'm doing, because level 30 is for Juggernauts, and any Juggernaut that increases is basically it's basically a grudge match. I mean, no, not a grudge match. Any Juggernaut that increases in level, I'm gonna increase the level depending on the higher tier of the weapon. This is a mid to high tier weapon, but the setup that he gave me is very low tier, so I'm still gonna face a level 30 Juggernaut. Anyways, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Oh, I cringe. Okay, so this is probably going to be the most cringe-worthy match ever, because as you guys are going to be telling, I'm not going to be doing shit damage against this guy. Flame doesn't really do the best damage on the Juggernaut, because the Juggernaut is a type of infested that doesn't really take a lot of fire damage. Look at that distance though. So at least a good, what, maybe 12 feet, 20 feet, east launch feet? Yeah, as you guys can tell, I've got severe problems with this Juggernaut. Look at me, flaming him, man. I'm burning him alive and he's not even dying. Look at him. Oh my god, I hate the Juggernaut so much. And look at that. She fell over. Look at that, the Juggernaut actually fell out of the screen. Mind you, this is not the first time this is going to happen. But we were doing some damage to it. And here we go again. Oh, yeah, the Juggernaut. Quite an enigma it is. Let's try to take it down. Burn him! Oh my god! Oh, forgot about that. I didn't put the Defy Rage. I didn't turn on Defy. Screw it, let's try again. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's try it again. Let's see this. Okay, so this time I make sure that it's on. And he's just sliding through me. He fell into the wall. There's no real plan for this, but like I said, I'm just going to be doing this as a series to tell you guys whether or not you can juggy the Juggernaut with this weapon. And for the most part, look at him. He fell over again. Oh yeah. And here we go again. Round 3. For the most part, I'm actually going to be completely honest with you guys. I can kill the Juggernaut with this weapon. With my own personal setup, I can kill the Juggernaut. With the setup that my cousin gave me in a group, or if I had a Sentinel or a Kubro on me, I might be able to kill the Juggernaut. Because his health was shrinking. He was taking some decent damage. And it was constant and it was streamed. And the Defy mod really helped. It really did. Because otherwise I would have been dead. Oh my god, I said been dead, and I apologize for that. I would have been dead. Oh my god, precious. As you can tell, yeah, the Juggernaut, he would have died. He really would have died, but then look what happened. He fell over again. No, not yet. Come on. Am I gonna burn him? I already know the answer to that. I don't really know why I'm telling you guys, but look at him. For the most part, he fell again. Yes, he fell again. But I can tell you guys for a fact that he would have died. So basically, with this weapon, you can juggy the Juggernaut with the Ignis. Even with my cousin's setup, it would have taken a while. But next we've got a melee weapon. I forgot to, and when I was uploading the clip, I forgot to put the side weapon before that. But whatever, the Arothos, a blade weapon. There's a prime variant that people really like. It's powerful, so I figured, why not, he gave me the original weapon, and I'm like, okay, no, not gave me, but I use the original weapon, and I have him modded, and I just picked the mods that he gave to me. It's a very versatile slashing weapon. I think it primarily deals slash damage, unless you mod it for something. But anyways, what did my cousin give me for a setup? Look at that right there. The setup is not really all that great. Like I said, he's very new. Please don't laugh at him, okay? Because if you're new to the game, then you know exactly how it feels to have all this happen. Okay? I mean, to acquire all the mods, and then you have to put in a potato, and then you got to put in Forma. He's new, so he's got to get used to that first. Even me, I'm still new to the game because I'm not 100% on all of that. Not all of my weapons have them. But he's put in a setup that might be able to provide me with something, hopefully. So let's try and see here whether or not we can slice up or juggy the Juggernaut. Let's go. Let's do this. So level 30 Juggernaut, and we go. I gotta make sure I put on that. And we're slicing and dicing. We're slicing and dicing. That's toxin damage right there, which lowers your health. And it was lowering my health, and then he died, and then I have to do it again. Trying again. That was toxin damage right away. He releases a toxic cloud. Sorry, folks, I'm a little sick. If I don't sound it, it's because I'm really trying not to. And he fell again. Oh my goodness gracious. This is very... I guarantee you, this is very infuriating for me to have done this match, and I can't even give you guys a proper kill. But let's see here. But if you notice, the past 2 times when I was fighting him, I barely did any damage to him at all. He was impervious to the weapon. I was not doing anything. That's because his armor is so thick that the setup that he gave me will not kill the Juggernaut with it. It won't kill the Juggernaut. Hell, it had a hard time killing his cronies that he set up. And now I know he fell, but I was looking for him again. He fell, and oh my goodness, he's alive. Start slicing, man. You can do this. I don't think you can. Look at him. See how very little damage he's taking. I know it wouldn't have worked, but who knows? Maybe if I was probably gonna cut down the video. As you could tell, I was cutting a lot out of the video, but I was definitely gonna cut the video if I was actually doing damage. But I'm sitting right here, and I noticed that he was not taking any damage, and he fell again. Oh no, he didn't. Oh my goodness, I'm so stupid. Here it is. Look at him. Yes. Keep on, and then he fell this time for real. On to the next weapon. And here we go. The next weapon, as you can obviously tell, you can't juggy the Juggernaut with that setup. That was a very poor setup. But you know, I needed a starter, and I picked my cousin because you know, I was gonna look for it online, but I was like, never mind. But here we go. We got the Stug. The Stug is a weapon that releases plastic explosives. Corrosive explosives in the air. And this right here is the setup for the Stug. Quite a decent setup. He set it up to deal more corrosive damage. No, disregard the first one. The B one. The B one is the one that he used because it deals with corrosive. And if I'm looking right there, I think it was gas and corrosive, which I think is a pretty good combination to combat against infested enemies. I know for a fact that it's good against Grenier too, because like the Grenier, sorry folks, yawning. But like the Grenier, the infested have armor, and armor is degraded corrosive damage. And that Juggernaut is all armor, except for its underbelly, which is his weak point. Which you're gonna notice, I'm gonna be shooting at the floor, because the explosion should be what deals the most damage to him. It stacks up, and then it basically stacks up, and then you just shoot the Stug into each other to blow, and it'll eventually blow up underneath him. So without further ado, let's kill that Juggy. And we're about to face the Juggy again. I don't know why I sang that, but whatever. There we go. Now we're about to fight him. Let's see here. Round 1. Fight. Look at me. Oh my goodness. Once again, I forget it. I know I forgot it. Oh, yeah. Round 2, I think. I think this is either round 2 or this was just a rematch. Because I was like, no, I can't forget that. It just goes to show you how unpredictable that Juggernaut is. And it attacked me. And I even saw it fall to the floor. I even saw it fly clean to the floor that time. Oh, yeah. Round 2. Or 3. Round 3. Round 3. Look at that save. And the Juggernaut already hits the wall. We're attacking him. It's exploding on him. But he's not taking any damage, as you can plainly see. And he launches me a good 10 feet into this. He launches me a good 10 yards away. And then we're shooting. We're getting poisoned. We're shooting. The Juggernaut is taking no damage. His underside is his weakest point. I thought the corrosive damage would have at least taken out of his armor, but it's clearly showing not to be the case. And he falls out again. Another L for me. And right now, I finished killing all of his friends because I was like, you know what, screw it. That's round 3. So, you know, you guys, so basically, the setup that my cousin gave me, only out of all those 3 weapons, the only weapon that would have done any damage is the Ignis. I've seen that. It's only the Ignis can do any real damage to the Juggernaut. The other 2, they're good, but they're not good enough. But without further ado, guys, that was it for the very first episode. If you guys liked it, then be sure to leave in the comments section a setup that I could use to face the Juggernaut when I make my next video. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can even follow me on Twitter at UnFadingRocket. But this is your Rocket, signing off.